Good morning, my students. Professor Gloves here. Welcome back to my classroom. Today we're going to be talking about how to sell on Goat. We're going to be going over the basics. We're going to be going over how to make a listing, and at the end of it, we're going to be going over how to ship and send out your items. So let's go ahead and look at how to make a listing. First and foremost, make sure to download the Goat app. Yes, I'm using it on computer, but this is just for illustration purposes. The Seller app is to be used on mobile, so please download it on your cell phone. That's the first thing you should do. The second thing you should do is you should sign up for a Goat account. Now, it might take a couple of days, it might take a couple of hours, it might take a week or two, depending on the COVID restrictions, in order for you to get accepted to sell on Goat. It's not a long process. You can just go ahead and sign up, put in your details, and wait for them to go ahead and accept you as a seller. Once they go ahead and accept you, this is what you're going to be seeing. You're going to be seeing the home page, styles, search, sell, and profile. Once you set everything up, you're going to go ahead and start to make a listing. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go on the search button, and I'm going to go ahead and make a listing of a shoe that I currently have, CD 2722001. So I usually just type in the style code because it's easier, CD 2722001. You can type in the style code, you can type in the actual name of the shoe, you can do whatever you like. You can do whatever you like. Okay, TI. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and I have this right here. It's a women's Jordan size 9. So I'm going to go ahead and look at how much the size 9 is going for. Size 9 is going for $140 currently. As you can see here, for a women's shoe, especially if you do sign up with your profile as a man, you will also be getting the men's equivalent. So be careful to double check. So I'm looking for 9W here, 140. I'm going to go to sell. You're going to choose a size. Remember to double check whether it's a man or women's. In this case, it's a women's 9, so I'm going to go ahead and click 9. It is new or used. Mine is new. So we're going to go ahead and click next. What is the condition of the box? Go ahead and look at your box. Good condition means you have a box, full box top. You do not have any real damages on the box. You would click good condition. Missing lid. This is if you shop at Nike, you can get it from the back wall, or if you have a clearance store and it's already cut lid. So if you have missing lid, you can go ahead and put missing lid. Damage box. There's two ways you can do a damage box. Number one, if the box is in complete condition, meaning you have the full box top, but the box is damaged enough where it couldn't be classified as good condition, you would click damage box. Or if you have a missing lid box and the box itself is damaged as well, you can also click damaged. Now, what I've seen myself is you can't tell the difference as a buyer, so sometimes the buyer thinks you're getting a complete box with a lid, and they end up getting a missing lid box. So having it as damaged isn't bad. I think it's actually slightly better than missing lid, but that's just my opinion. And no box. No box, probably you found it in Burlington, Ross, TJ Maxx, sometimes Marshalls, depending. And you can go ahead and click it as no box. In my case, it's going to be missing a lid. So I'm going to go ahead and click missing lid next. The next thing you're going to see is, are there any issues? Is there any yellowing? Yes or no? Missing insoles, scuff marks, B grade, cut or tear, other issues. Normally, if you're buying at these stores, there's not going to be any real issues. The only real issue that you can find is B grade, which means there are minor manufacturing defects. It's going to be shown with a B stamp on the box or a stamp on the actual shoe itself in the actual tag, the size tag. So you always want to double check. B grade doesn't mean you can't sell it. It just means there is a defect from the manufacturer. And I've sold plenty of B grade shoes here on Goat. So don't feel discouraged if it is B grade. Cut or tear, other issues like I said. Mine do not have any, so I click no defects. And this is where I do my little quick research. Top offer is $95. The top offer only really applies to a complete box. So as somebody that has a missing lid box, I would not be looking at that. So I'm going to go here, last solds, 135, 130, 130, 140, 121, 190. Wow, that's crazy. So it's about the 130, 140 range is what it's selling. The lowest price is 140. Now, since I have a missing lid, I can't price it at 140 because that's what a person with a full box top has. I have to price it a little bit lower, and you're going to have to play around with what works for you. But personally, for me, I've met people that says I only price $5 underneath, and to me, if I was a buyer, why would I buy a missing lid box for $5 less when I can buy a full box for $5 more? Doesn't make sense. So I don't do the $5 rule. If it's a fast moving item, personally, if it sells every day and it's selling consistently, I lower it down to $10. If it's an okay moving item like this, it moves pretty nicely. 6 times a month, it looks like. Then I price it at $15 below the asking price. So I'm going to be doing 125 here. And if it's an item that is moving kind of slow, moves maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months, and it's missing lid, I price it $25 below. Same thing with damage box. I do $15 below, $25 below, 15 for okay moving items, 25 for low moving items, and 10 for fast moving items. Because the $10 difference is practically the shipping, so most people will actually take that. So I'm going to do a $15 difference since it's okay moving. I'm going to click next. If you're just starting out, you have a score of 90. You have to take photos until you get to 100, which is 5 successful transactions. So you have to actually take photos of the shoes, the inside tag, in different positions, and GOAT shows you what positions they want you to take the photos in. Because I have a seller rating of 518, I don't have to take any of those photos. I can list multiple sizes. I can go ahead and list for sale, confirm my listing. Perfect, my listing will be activated in a moment. So that's the quickest way of doing it. Very, very simple, not difficult at all. So once you go ahead and set up your listings, what you can do is you can go back. We're going to go onto the Sell tab. The Sell tab gives you everything you need to know, your credits, anything you need to confirm, anything you need to ship or drop off, anything that is shipped, your listings, your cosign listings, your inactive listings, your orders. Vacation mode, turn on if you're going on vacation, if you can't ship within 3 business days, and your seller ID. So let's go ahead and go look at listings. Under listings, you're going to see that I have that size 9 women's Air Jordan Retro, as well as some other shoes that I currently have in my possession. So you can always go to listings. You can always change your price, check everything you need to check. And look right here, it says you may submit it without adding photos because my seller rating is 518. I can add extra photos if I want, but like I said, there's no real need to. So this is where you can go ahead and look at your listings. You can also look at your orders, anything that has been ordered, anything that's been sold. And your credits is how you're going to cash out. Now your cash out system, you're going to go ahead and you have a 2-way authentication. So when you cash out, you can either do a direct deposit or you can do PayPal. So you can do PayPal or direct deposit, depending on which method you like or you prefer. And as you can see, they have a 2.9% transaction fee. Both. It doesn't matter which way you do it. Now, let's look at the seller rating really quick. Like I said before, you start off at 90, which is 9.5% commission. Once you get 5 successful sales, because every successful sale is 2 points, you go up to 100. That's when you have optional photos. So when you first start at 90, before you make 5 successful transactions, you have to take photos of your shoes and the conditions of your shoes. Now, I don't recommend you go any lower than that. Please don't, because then you end up with 15% commission, 20% commission, and you get suspended. So literally, you just don't want to mess up. Go up to 100. 150 plus is where I'm at. You can list multiple sizes whenever you want. So those are your conditions. So that's how you sell on Goat, and these are the type of options you have when you sell on Goat after you create your listings. Very simple process, very easy to do, and the user face and the menu buttons you have is very, very easy, very, very simple. So thank you guys for watching my video. If you liked it, please like, comment, or subscribe down below, and I will see you next time in my classroom. Class dismissed.